Hari Om. Respected Principal Dr. K.V. Surendran Sir, most successful and self-made woman Dr. Vidhya Vinod, my colleagues and my dear students. Wish you all a very happy morning. On behalf of the Department of Computer Applications, I welcome you all for the 6th edition of Chinnad's Student Enrichment Program organized by our department in association with the IQAC. First and foremost, I welcome our principal, Dr. K.V. Surendran Sir, who always motivate the faculty and the students in all the activities. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Today's session is on the topic Leadership Skills and Attributes by Dr. Vidhya Vinod, a very powerful and organized person who has proven to be a leader in her career. Leadership is an important role for any type of organization. Being patient and humble makes a leader bestowed by followers, not a consequence of position. She is one such leader. Dr. Vidhya Vinod is the President and CEO of the Study World Education Holding Group, Dubai, International Academic City, Dubai. She has completed her MCA program from India and moved to Dubai for her career. Now, she is the President and CEO of Study World Education Holding Group, Dubai International Academic City. She is also the Director and Investor of Study World Lanka Campus, Sri Lanka, Global Broadcasting Network Dubai, Westside Invest Corporation Dubai, Accent Group of Companies Dubai, Insight Media City India, and so on. She is also the advisor to the American School of Excellence and Board of Member of Hospitality Management Institute. At this young age, her awards and accolades are: she has won Best Teacher Award in 2002, nominated for the Best Woman CEO in 2007, Award of Excellence in the Field of Education in 2013, Dhwani Awards for Excellence in 2012 for 12th International Women's Day, Asia HRD Awards in 2014 for championing educational initiatives in the developing world, Enterprising CEO Award for the year 2019 presented by the Indian Express World Awards, Women Leadership Award in Education in World Women Leadership Congress 2019, Tech Excellence in Education in UAE, Indo-Arab Women Excellence Award for Education Initiatives in Developing Countries, and not only that, recently she was awarded with, I should say, this is one of the most prestigious award she has got. She was declared as the leading wealthy women, the wealthiest self-made woman from Kerala by Kotak Wealth Suran Company. And her key partnership achievements goes to Harriet Watt University Dubai campus, Doe Green Private School Dubai campus, Study World College of Engineering Coimbatore, India. With immense pleasure and pride, I welcome Dr. Vidhya Vinod to this program. I welcome you, Vidhya.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here with you all today.
On this occasion, I also welcome my colleagues and my dear students for a fruitful session on the topic Leadership Skills and Attributes. Before we begin the session, let me now invite our principal, Dr. K.V. Surendran Sir, to address the students. Sir, over to you.
Thank you. Hari Om, good morning to everyone. Our esteemed guest of this morning, Ms. Vidhya Vinod, who is the President and CEO of Study World Education Holding Group, Dubai International Academic City, Dubai, and more. And if I can borrow the words of Miss Anita Haridas, the successful self-made woman and powerful woman who successfully leads her company and who has won several awards, I'm told, and that include leading wealthy self-made women from Kerala, which is an honor to all of us, and my other colleagues and dear students. I'm immensely happy that we have yet another program in the series, Student Enrichment Program. And I take the opportunity to congratulate the Department of Computer Applications for organizing this program, the head of the department, Ms. Anita Haridas, and of course my other colleagues. The topic for the day is leadership skills and attributes. I think Ms. Vidhya Vinod should certainly be the best to share with our students her experience and what leadership means and what skills go with leadership and what attributes go with the leadership and what actually a successful person means and a lot more. Of course, we know that the new generation, we always talk about the new generation, and there's definitely a gap, and the gap is widening and even when we talk about all the technological advances that we are making and online issues and online platforms and everything else, there are certain attributes that should, I feel, go with our some network issue. I think I'm audible now. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can
Hello.
hear you. Yeah,
Oh,
we can
yes.
hear you.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. So go with our young people. Of course, young and old, I would say perhaps, and the importance of being humble, for example. And generally, it is said that it takes only 10 seconds to judge and form first impression about a person, which means even before you open your mouth, you'll be judged. And that is the kind of scenario that we have around us and perhaps what you said will be forgotten, but how you said matters quite a lot, and how confident you are, and what your strength is, and what your weakness is, and so on and so forth. So quite a few things are, I think, involved when we talk about leadership skills and attributes and so on. Of course, we have the resource person here, the eminent speaker here. I take the opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to our family, the Chinmaya family, for accepting our invitation and sharing her very meaningful and very thoughtful and very important views with our students and staff. Thank you very much. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. Before we begin the session, few instructions to the participants. Please keep your mic muted. You can post your queries in the chat box. Those who are in the live streaming, you can post your queries in the live chat box. Towards the end of the session, an attendance and feedback form will be shared. Please fill in your details to receive your e-certificate. On behalf of Chinmaya Arts and Science College for Women, I once again welcome Dr. Vidhya Vinod to the session. Vidhya, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And thank you, Dr. Surendran, for the warm welcome. It's such a pleasant morning for me to. I'm starting my day with a lot of wonderful women, young women, beautiful women from my place. So it's such a special feeling to get connected with you all today. So once again, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. So I will share a presentation. It's just very few slides after I introduce myself. Uh, my name is Dr. Vidhya Vinod, and yeah, you could go there. Yeah, everyone can see my screen, right? I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. So as I said, as it was introduced, I'm a self-made entrepreneur. I started my journey, as you all like. I'm a proud computer science student as well. I studied in Coimbatore, did my computer science, and after that did my master's in computer applications, and moved on to Dubai. That's where I think my journey started, the professional journey started. But the leadership started when you're as young as maybe 10-year-old or so. That's what I recollect when I reflect on how certain path I'm able to choose, or how it all happened. I think the childhood plays a very key role in what I am, how I am, and how I see life behind and in front of me. So, friends, I think I really wanted to make this session to motivate you to realize your purpose of being in this wonderful world, and also your responsibility towards this world, towards this community. So I think I really wanted each one of you to go away after this session taking back some key messages. So moving on, yeah, this is about me, and me means about I'm a person, married, I have 4 children. That is my real wealth, I must say. My older daughter is in the UK studying medicine. She's an 18-year-old, and my youngest son is just 3-year-old. So quite a range of profile at home. We live in Dubai, and as I said, like I studied in Coimbatore, and my entire education have been in Tamil Nadu. I speak Tamil more fluently than Malayalam. After that, I came here, and as a part of my career, I also pursued my PhD. So I really, people say that entrepreneurial journey could be a chance, or could be luck. But I think I chose this journey very carefully, because I chose the situation or the opportunity, and I really worked hard for it. And I really always throughout worked selflessly, not looked in what is in for me, what I can do to contribute, what I can do to make others happy. I think that made me a satisfied, and I wouldn't call I'm a successful person, but a happy person, I can say. So and I started at the age of 24 in a leadership role. I didn't have any experience. I didn't work for any institutions, and I am a have very great interest in teaching. When I was as young as 12 years old, I was brought up in a village setting. So in the village, like there were few houses like around. They didn't even have the electricity. And evening around 6 o'clock, they'll all come to our house, because our house was well lit. And and I used to like wait for these kids to join. They all go to public schools, and I finish my work, and I used to have a little blackboard and start teaching, helping them with their homework. I make sure each one of them finish their homework. My parents used to say, why are you doing this? And I somehow, that's the motivation. 4 o'clock I'm at home, 4 to 6 I'll finish my work, and I also assist my mom with her household chores and prepare everything for the next day, because 6 o'clock the kids would come and I really wanted to spend time with them. So I enjoy teaching whatever. I was maybe in a sixth standard. I might teach eighth standard kid. So it was such an experience, and I really, really enjoyed that time. And I continued. Then I went when I was in the boarding school. Whenever I got back, I actually used to still help the kids with their lessons. So I think that sort of setting, growing up in a village, having a lot of time to play, a lot of time to do my activity. I know we didn't have a luxury of all the internet and technology, but properly managing time. From after 4 to 6, I'll finish my work. 6 to 8 with these kids. Then little time, like I would wash the vessels after dinner, and then go to sleep. 8 o'clock and morning, 4 o'clock, I'm up. Then little prayers and stuff like that. Then I do my work and help my mom, then go to school. So actually, like, you manage time, you finish your tasks for the day, and then you move on. So there is no baggages that's being carried forward. So that said, that setting in being responsible, managing your time. And at the end of the day, I used to play a lot. And at the school, I've been a all-rounder. I danced well, and I was in the school district athletic champion. I was in the leadership role at the school, and good academically. So a typical best student in a school setting, like in all parameters. So today's topic is, folks, like what are the leadership skills that you need to have to be able to distinguish yourself and be a successful and a happy person. I always use the word happy person. At the end of the day, whatever we do, we need to satisfy ourselves, be happy, should be able to cherish what the world has presented us with. So any skill that you have is a contribution to the leadership skill. So I have put up something which I think are key in the area of the profession I work. So you all know my primary role is to provide international education at an affordable rate to thousands and thousands of students. Dubai, in those days, like if they have to do higher education, they need to go out of Dubai. Say all our Indian students have to go back to India to get their higher education. They want to do a first degree. After 12, there was nothing available in Dubai. Then the Dubai government came up with the concept of this knowledge village, academic city, where the higher education institutions can sort of start their own campuses. So before starting this, like I got married, moved to Dubai. I happened to work in a small institute as a teacher. So those days, the proper colleges and universities did not exist. It was in the year 2001 and one-ish, you see. So at that time, I happened to work as a lecturer, teaching BCA students, MBA students, in a couple of papers. I used to work 2 hours a day. The owners of the institution had a fight, and then they left the institute, and I sort of became a leader, looking after the children, scheduling the classes, delivering not only my lectures, but making sure the others come on time, collect the fees, pay the salaries. When the two owners were away, I was like sort of doing this little stuff of paying the electricity bills of the institute, and like Dr. As Anita ma'am said, filling up the feedback forms and looking into the student welfare issues. So that's when I, just being a lecturer, I just, not to something any to my benefit, like I wasn't going to be paid more. It was more work, but I thought that was a responsibility. I cannot leave my students like that, and that was my way of being myself and helping others. So that's when I started really enjoying, and I was very young. I did have Pooja pregnant at that time, and I was having a severe morning sickness. There were a lot of personal issues, but the kind of commitment, dedication, and seeing what I can provide at my level so that they don't fill the gap of the absence of the owners. Sort of, that's where I started feeling, and I started enjoying. It was slightly stressful for me at that age, but I think I took up that responsibility, shouldered it, and started my journey from there. And then when this Dubai government started an opportunity for international universities to come and start campuses, and a Scottish university called Heriot Watt University was looking for a partner. And then we started this wonderful campus called Heriot Watt University. And we found a place, got the license, the university came in, like first time talking to a British person, Scottish person, even communication, understanding their accent was an issue for me, but I used to literally concentrate what their lip movements were so that I understand it well. So and then I had my baby at that stage. I'm a mom, nursing mom. Then having a new venture starting, this is another baby, but I had a wonderful support from my husband at that time. We're just my baby, myself and my husband, living in a small house, having to do everything, and at the same time starting and because it's a branch campus of Heriot Watt, that means the students need to have the same experience, same degree, same teachers from Scotland would come and teach here. So at the end of the day, they get the Heriot Watt degree from the Scotland. So anytime a student can study here or can go to Scotland and study. So we need to equalize the experience here. And first time we are associating with a British partner or a UK partner. So it was a lot of a challenge to meet up to the expectation. So you must note, a girl who grew up in a village, did not move out of Coimbatore, got married, got to Dubai, and in an international setting with no experience of running a corporate organization, working with a 200-year-old university. So that was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I took up the responsibility, started marketing, being creative. That's where how we could actually attract students. And then we thought like it's international brand. And today to our campuses, students come from more than 115 countries just for the purpose of study. And again, in the whole journey, like you need to be very creative how to attract. At the end of the day, it's a business. How do we, the business can run when you have more students? For students or parents, it has to be value for money, and what kind of products you deliver, how successful we make the kids. So our success ratio in terms of employability, more than nourishing them with more personal skills, and make them as a successful person, and having these little, whatever today your institution is going, is all doing in the form of enrichment, etc., is all upskilling you and preparing you for the world. So being creative in when you're wearing a leadership role is very, very important. And that is something that is unique. Everybody cannot be creative. And I think that is something you need to see things differently and keep it very simple, don't complicate it. And second important attribute is you got to be a team player. You got to actually give equal opportunity for people in your team. Listen to all their, I'm not at all an autocratic person, but I treat everybody equally. I call sir even to my office boy or to our principal. They're all same, I treat people with lot of respect. I always, just to say, I don't actually get sort of upset with things, and you will maintain positive attitude always, so being a team player is so very important when you're running an organization or when you're running a family, or you got to be a team player. Nothing can be achieved in isolation. So leader, as I'm going to come into that, leader is not only ruling a country. Leader is not only a person being head of an institution. A leader is a skill or a quality that each one of you have to possess in your little role or in your little life. You are a leader yourself. And next thing what I said is gratitude. See, like, you are all part of such a prestigious institution. Just be humble and in gratitude for what world has presented to you. There are lots and lots of children who are not having the privilege that you have got today. And I think that is something we all have to, instead of worrying about what we do not have, just be satisfied with what you have and be in gratitude for the Almighty for blessing us with whatever we needed. We have been blessed in excess. So I think we do have more fat. That's it. I must say we need to burn that fat, folks. We are all abundantly serviced now. So I think we need to take up the responsibility and use this wonderful opportunity that life has presented to you in a very meaningful way. So another key skill that, according to me, is always be humble and in gratitude. Another one is be flexible, be simple, and there is no hard and fast anything, any situation, wherever you are. You see, just be flexible. Okay, things didn't go this way. What could be an alternate way? Okay, this is not happening. How could I do this and possibly see a same outcome from that opportunity? So whatever opportunity you see how I could, or whatever problem you see, how I could actually be find a solution to it, be flexible to it, watch it with an open mind. I think that's another attribute. So another important one is you have to be always having a goal. Each day starts with a goal. Each day starts with a goal, and you are responsible for completing that. So you have that. That's your purpose of today. Is you have got a goal for today, and you need to complete that. And as an institution, from my experience, we all set goals, and you need to do whatever it takes you to achieve that. Your goal could be like, um, say, for example, apart from the marks, it could be like, I am sort of learning driving, or I'm going to do yoga this time. I'm going to learn a different martial arts. And keep a time limit. Don't try to do anything in a very short span. It all takes it. Keep a realistic target and then complete it. And there is a joy when you fulfill such goals. Enjoy that, and that would motivate you. It could be a weight loss for someone, it could be making money for someone, it could be high achieving, it could be anything. So always you need to have a goal, you need to have an aim. So that should always be. And I must tell you, when I was at your age, I really wanted to be a famous person. I really, famous, or someone. For me, success meant rich. That's where, like, in a setting when you are growing up, everybody who is rich is successful. But I really wanted to tell you that is not a success means. At the end of the day, you need to be happy and you should be contributing to others. That's what, to me, at this phase, success means. So set goals and always exceed those goals. And all, whenever I did share this example in another session last time, when I wanted to buy a car, I said I'll only buy Mercedes Benz. Okay, and I worked hard to get the car. And when I wanted to build a house, I said I'll build a reasonably good house. and I worked hard for that. And when I wanted to make an institution, I thought like I have to make it world class. So world class is not something you can always do with charging a very high premium fees. I thought like it should be at an affordable fee where the opportunity is given to more people. So when you're a premium, you are disadvantaging many in the spectrum. So I think again, folks' goal is another important target. The very important of all is risk taking. So I just gave you a little example of me working in an institute. I could have just taught for an hour or so, be a teacher, and gone home, looked after my family, and then be myself. Still, I would have been a person doing that, but that wouldn't have given me the kind of satisfaction and enjoyment that I have. I have more than 1,000 employees, sorry, colleagues working for me across. So when I started something in Dubai, after that I started something in Europe, started something in Sri Lanka, then in India, then in Malaysia, then in Qatar. So study world, I just planted everywhere. And being a mom, with kids. I have two old age parents living with in the family, looking after them. I have brothers, relatives, and lots of colleagues, friends. So to look after everything at the same time, grow these businesses internationally. I'm traveling most of the time, but it's the risk that I took. That's where I wanted to be. And that's where I get my happiness from. So pushing yourself, working hard, and properly managing your time. And everybody asks me, ma'am, how do you spend time with your kids? How do you do all this? So it's all in I'm a planner person. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, what time I start, and what time I end, and what I wanted to do. It's all happens. If you ask my secret formula, is one thing: I plan. It could be like taking my mom to the doctor, or it could be my attending my kids' annual day celebration, or going for a movie, or work, or it could be some charitable work. So everything I plan, and I wanted to balance it out, and I can do it. Certain things, if I cannot do it, I won't be able to do it. But I'm a very responsible. Somebody calls me, I return their call. Somebody comes for, when you are in Dubai, it's a typical thing. Lots of people want jobs, so they all send CVs, but I try to see if I can help them by putting in through some of my contacts. If somebody gives me even a CV, I make sure that I pass it on. So being responsible, if you tell somebody that you would do it, make sure you do that for someone. So these are some of the skills. There are a lot of any skill that helps you to mold. It's a leadership skill. It's a part of building you. And as I said, a leader is not someone who look upon. Yes, you get the motivation from them. There are a lot of motivational players, motivational leaders that do exist, but make sure don't search for that somewhere else. Search for that within you, in you. Each one of you have to have this leadership skills to be the person you are, and to fulfill your life and fulfill your purpose that you are in this world. Yes, next slide. Couple more slides only. Okay, I spoke about this in the previous slide as well. How do you apply these leadership skills? As I said, take up the responsibility, think differently. Wherever there is an opportunity, see how you can contribute to it. If you look at most of the successful people are not only like people who are uh, business people, there are political people, there are charitable people, there are wonderful, wonderful teachers in this world who show the light. So people are across each walks of life, like we see people being successful, isn't it? So if you look at each one of them, They all took up the responsibility. They all saw the opportunity that was there, and they all acted selflessly. Don't ever think there's a little gardener who was actually doing, in spite of gardening, doing lot of other works, other help, you know. So every person needs to be a leader, takes up the responsibility and work selflessly. Don't ever approach an opportunity to see what is in for me. Then you will go wrong. What do I benefit out of it? I think you need to see if you're part of a family and you're making what my family would benefit out of it, and how that would benefit my organization and my people, how that would benefit in and around you, and how do you make a difference in the community. I think you need to approach things differently, then things can fall in place, and you can be successful in your area of profession. And you were all computer science graduates, or will be graduates soon, and you are loaded with a lot of IT skills. You will all get placed in wonderful IT companies. So what can your academic skills can take you there? What can take you from that point to be successful, to elevate yourself, to climb up your career is your attitude. Your attitude, how do you accept? Attitude is nothing but like all these skills, like being respectful, being there for others, fulfilling your responsibility, being creative in your role, and being socially committed, and working in the organizational goals, your personal goals. So this is where it will distinguish you. And we have seen that's a trend. All these IT friends work with computer. They forget to live their life. There is no fun in your life. You don't do a physical activity. You don't play any sports, and you continue to be a person. Work. You come home, do some household chores, watch TV, go to sleep. Might make money, might buy a house, might buy a car, and you just being a junk. Sorry for using that. That is life. Life is so beautiful. You need to enjoy that. That can only come with, apart from this, what kind of person you are. How do you, just not by working, you have a family, not by just feeding the family, there is another layer you need to see. Some little contribution. That's when makes you as a person fit for this world. So I will come to my last slide. So from this session today, I want you to take back something. So we've spoken about goal setting, how do we function during crisis. I've told you about how can you be successful and be an effective leader. But the last point, which I practice every day, is your linking your body, mind, and soul. Every day, do these three things. First, look after your body. Your day must start with you doing something for your body. That's must. This is an instrument. This is the device. This is the frame that has to support you. So, working out. It could be yoga. I'm a yogi myself. I do martial arts. I don't know how many of you do body compact. My kids make fun of me because I call them, come, let's do body compact. It's kickboxing, you see. So I do kickboxing. That's good for your abs, you know. Everybody asks like, ma'am, you mother of 4 kids. How do you look so fit? And I think getting this martial arts training is something that helped me. Or you could do some yoga, run, jog, cycle, swim, cricket, volleyball. That's again a team. You can't play that, but weekly ones. So first thing, not even studies. First thing is looking after your body. Just in the morning, all your hormones, everything activated. That is the number one key thing everyone have to do. I make sure my mom's, I have my mother-in-law, again, she's my mom living with me, my mom living with me. The two moms also have to do, in my household, I make sure everybody, my husband does cycling, my kids, they're active, one plays basketball, one is another tennis, they all swim. That's fine. They're kids, they play. My mom, my mom-in-law, she does yoga every day. My mom, she's a little bit heavy person. I make her swim every day. So before dinner, I come back home. I ask, like, what have you done to earn a meal? You should have given your body the kind of joy it requires. Number two, and then in the in the body, what I said, that gives you loads of energy. Get all your frustration away. So think about, like, I manage 24 companies and 4 children, a family, extended family, and you're part of some social setting. Lot of things to do. But when you start your day, first thing, do some physical activity. Okay, it's Corona season. You can do it from your living room, bedroom, lots of activities, some stretching, calming your mind and preparing you for that day. Next is something that is required for your mind, that is in absolute necessity, your studies, and whatever you are here, your karma. We could be professionals, teachers, engineers, doctors. Do that. We are here for housewives. The housewives are the mothers, or they are the most important. They are the most hardworking class of all of us. You see. So all of them, all then that's the we all have a purpose. Role have to play. Then there is something called your soul, your intellect. That's what gives you happiness. I think that can only be satisfied by doing a little thing for others. Don't be selfish. You, me, myself, my family only. Do something in a day, one thing for somebody who is not part of you, who's not connected. It can be connected, but something, some act of it. Uh, Sorry, doing something that is, I make my kids always like, what are you doing, making little donations to help others, cooking for others. So try and see whatever, practice it, cautiously practice it. How do I do something? This is every day, folks, every day, that you got to be thinking about others. And how do I do little thing, buying a pencil for others. So from this age, start doing it. It could be part of your temple committee, doing something, raising funds, helping your neighbor fix things. It could be anything, but it has to be. So practicely, cautiously look after your body, mind, and soul. So today, if you ask me, I'm I am happy as I can be. I make sure every day is, I go through ups and downs. It's a business, it's a family. We do have our own ups and downs. It's a society. There are a lot of external factors which you can't. Just stay what you are. Try doing what you can and satisfy yourselves. Don't think that the happiness would come from outside. So, this way, when you practice it, it will take you to be the person you are. You can achieve your ambitions and chase that, work hard. And as I said, you all cannot waste your time. You cannot be irresponsible. You all been given, put into the setting to do the purpose, achieving something. Your parents work so hard to give you this life. You just come, but there's something more you have to use with this opportunity. So today, I really don't think I'm just boasting away how I am. I really wanted to motivate you. A person who comes from a very, very humble, ordinary upbringing can make some difference in thousands of people's life. I live for my family. I live for my family. I meant my all these thousand staff that who are and their extended family. I live for them. And any decision I take, this is a very, very cautious. It's not about me myself. If I just want to be me myself, I've got achieved that all. My husband can provide me with whatever, but I am being myself. I am the innermost happiest person. So these are the takeaway. Think about it: body, mind, and soul. Okay, every day you are doing this. Every day, whatever is expected out of you in the school, you have no right not to do it. That's the basic thing you are doing. Don't think you're working hard, studying hard. It's something you're achieving. It's a basic thing. But there is something, how can you become excellent in what you're doing? And doing something for others. That's when you can all build the very wonderful community around you. Wonderful community in your own family. You got to be role models to your siblings, tomorrow to your spouse, tomorrow to your children. It all starts from there. So cultivate these skills. You can become a successful leader, successful scientist, successful IT preneur, whatever. So success is not somewhere somebody is going to give it to you. It's all in you. Just use it, activate it, be smart, be the person with the drive to run around. Then you can be yourselves. So tomorrow and every night before going to bed, I practice this. Today, have I looked after your body? These three tick boxes, done. Have I done what has been expected out of me by way of my job? Done. Have I done something that to satisfy my inner soul, that is to contribute to this world? It could be just picking up plastics. It is not only people, I also meant to the environment. So, and as it says, like, leadership is not just a position or a title, it's an action and an example. Yeah, I hope I'm able to give you something out of my experience. I don't know, it could be could have been much better if I was there in front of you, could have been interacted with you. And I'll stop sharing the screen, and thank you, Chinmaya institution, for this wonderful opportunity. Madam Anita, Dr. Surendran, and the Department of Computer Science, all my dear young friends, for listening to me, putting up with me today. So let's meet again. I'm in Kannur as well. So I want each one of you to be successful, fulfilling your purpose, be the happy person. Yeah, and that would take you to wherever you want it to be. Aim big, think big, and don't stress about. And the stress is a word I really hurt hate. Sorry. So be happy, be simple, be calm, be cool, be the cool person, right? Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vidhya. Thank you. Vidhya, can you stay for a few more minutes?
Yes.
Students
Yeah.
wants to interact with you.
Yeah. No problem. No
Yeah.
problem at all.
Yeah. Perfect time management. Let us spend 10 more minutes. Students, those who want to interact with her, you can unmute your mic, or you can even post your queries in the chat box. There is a question
Yeah.
posted in the chat box. Ma'am, how was the beginning of becoming a leader? Has any experience led you to retreat from the dream?
Uh, as I said, like, a leader, you will not even know that you're becoming a leader in the making. It's about you choosing up that responsibility and being a leader in any task that you do. So you could be a receptionist, or you could be an IT assistant, but being completing that and being ahead of it itself sort of makes you the leader. And in my journey, as I said, like when the opportunity of taking more responsibility and that gave me an opportunity to be a person responsible for that unit. I think that's where I think like every time you really cannot see when you cannot become, or if there is no start point for it, Disha, it happens. But if you sort of pick up more responsibilities and I think that's when and it was if you ask how was the beginning, and I must say like nothing is easy, and a lot of things you got to plan and execute. It's doing things with utmost attention. So and no experience has sort of, I always see any challenges that come across by me, I think it's not caused by somebody else, it's a problem that I need to crack, it's a challenge that I need to fix, so I move on. So I never
Another question.
yeah, share an experience of managing challenges that comes across you as a team leader. Yes, many instances, like it could be because I constructed a campus for myself, for not myself, means for the for the students. So that was a field I didn't know about it, but getting the building plans approved, choosing the tiles, choosing the interiors, what student wants, that was slightly challenging because you work with contractors, architects, designers, and another thing, the university wants set standards, students want some state. So that was a really a challenging phase. But if you see me, that was a really a rewarding experience of creating a campus. And really when you walk around, that's a fulfilling experience. But working with different class of people who know in and out of construction, and working with the university who come from the UK, having a different look and feel for the campuses, and working with students who want fun ambience. So putting it all together and managing that, and also the campuses here, we built on a very big campus as a 5,000 student capacity in 11 months was a challenge, you know, and you need to deliver that with 11 months was something I did. That's a fantastic experience. Oh yeah, my role model, I must say, it's my mom. Uh, I've always looked. She's a lady who maybe just went to high school, but a lady full of power and multitasking, no fear for anybody, and proper time management skills. And she wakes up 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock she'll be done with her cooking, and from 6 onwards she's out, you know. Even now she is 65 years old, so I think she is my role model. uh, uh, Personal experiences, I must say, as I shared with you, friends, my young age, living in a one thing, when you do not have all the privileges, that's a good thing. You know, the children has to go through the hardships and give and even when once you all become parents, don't give them whatever they want, let them go through that. That's a way of learning. I think those kind of personal experiences, not having everything in life, craving for it, working for it, even working for a like better dress or a better computer, that's all depriving of certain privileges. And also I said, when I was in school, doing tuitions, I wouldn't call tuition, like helping the people in my village with their homework. I would make sure each one finished their homework, you know, on that day. And that is a kind of an experience I think that I acquired at my age, uh, helped me to become a good leader. Yeah, hope I justified Saranka, Shreya, and Udaya all your questions that you told. Any more questions, please?
Girls, those who want to interact with her, you can unmute your mic and talk.
No problem. I think, yes, for all of you beautiful friends, the beauty is something internal. Then you will look externally beauty as well. Success is not money. Work on your body, mind, and soul. Yeah, that will take you to places where you want it to be. That's one key message out of this enrichment session. I want each one of you to take back and practice it meticulously. One thing that we lack is when we heard something from someone, oh, I'm going to do it today. There is no consistency. Another leadership skill is being consistent in what you do. It's not like one day or something happens, you forget about it. Even like I am traveling, I'm in London also, I pack my gym clothes. I pack my wherever I can do swim or I can do workout, I do it. And I connect with my family wherever I am. And there could be a wedding, no excuse. Just one day you can take a break for this, just to relax, but consistently performing your karma, consistently performing, attacking your goals. That's what makes you a consistent person. Don't ever, like when you get so much things, like jump about it, or when you're down, so be calm. Things will all with time be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vidya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let me now invite Ms. Tirtha, second BCA student, to propose the vote of thanks. Tirtha, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Principal Dr. K.V. Surendran Sir, Dynamic Resource Person Dr. Vidhya Vinod Ma'am, Head of the Department Mrs. Anita Haridas, teachers, and all my friends. It is a privilege for me to have the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special day. I, on behalf of the Department of Computer Application, extends a heartfelt gratitude to one and all present here. I extend my thanks to our principal, Dr. K.V. Surendran Sir, for providing the support to make this event a successful one. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Thank
My
you.
sincere gratitude. My sincere thanks to our honorable resource person, Dr. Vidhya Vinod, President and CEO of Study World Education Holding Group, to take our time from her busy schedule and inspire us with her life and this motivational session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Tirtha.
I also extend my gratitude to Mrs. Anita Haridas, Head of the Department of Computer Application, for organizing such an informative session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Tirtha.
I must not forget to thank all the beloved teachers who really worked hard to make this event a successful one. Thank you, teachers. Finally, thank you all my fellow friends present here for paying attention for an active involvement. Thank you everyone once again for making it a great success. Have a great day.
Thank you, Dr. Vidya. It was an inspiring presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I hope we can get to meet in person at some point. Thank you, Anita ma'am, doctor, for your wonderful service. So I hope you all can continue to do this service to the community. And I once again thank you all for the wonderful